All right. Good afternoon, Pat.
Good afternoon, Sam. What's going on?
Not much. First off, just apologies to people. I know it's been a few weeks since the end of the Basho. I was traveling for 10 days, and then Pat, you went to travel like the day before I got back for a week or
Yep,
so. So it came out to like 2 straight weeks of us not around, and
unfortunately.
my trip started the day before the Basho ended. So yeah, not the best time, but that's life.
It's all good. We're here
Yeah.
now.
We're here now to talk about sumo.
Yes,
And
yes.
what an interesting, wild Basho it was. But
Yeah, it
that's
was
Osaka,
definitely
baby.
a different one. Yeah, it's true. Always bring the crazy stuff out in Osaka, for sure.
That's right. And Kirishima ran away with it.
Mm,
Ran away with it on the like last second to last day is when he officially won it. Um,
yep.
Finishing with a 12-3 record. So
Yeah, pretty impressive, to say the least. I
mhm.
mean, I know he's been doing really well lately, but I didn't think he was going to be doing this well. And I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I'm thinking back to the last time that I was in Japan a year ago, and when I was getting my read of the streets, and
Mhm, mhm.
I spoke to somebody about how he actually no, excuse me, that was 2 years ago. My God, I spoke to somebody about how he was going to be demoted. I think at the time, so it's just funny
Mhm.
that. I mean, this is the first time since you and I have been following it that we've had somebody been promoted and then demoted from Ozeki rank. That's the first time we've witnessed this
Yeah.
happen. I don't know what the stats are on how common this is, but I would imagine it's not super common that people get back in once they've been demoted. But
Yeah, Kirishima. I mean, I won't say he came out of nowhere because he
no.
was a Sekiwaki, so doing well enough in the Sanyaku, but he won when he needed to, and on day 13 he was 12-1. Um, so really in the driver's seat, and anyone who challenged him, like Hoshoryu,
Mm.
beat Hoshoryu. So uh, and but then bizarrely lost to Aonishiki on day 14 when Aonishiki had a stinker of a tournament. So
that was unexpected.
yeah, don't know what that was all about, but yeah, really, really great to see for Kirishima. He is a big fan favorite. He is not your favorite, but that's okay. Um,
Yeah, I guess I'll have to come around slightly.
yeah, let's eat some crow, but that's okay.
Mhm.
No, he crushed it. Like I said, 12-3. His only losses, Churanumi, oddly enough, and Aonishiki. And
Yeah,
Kotozakuro is the only one of those three that's not like kind of make you like scratch your head. Because Kotozakura, Mr. 8-7 himself, finished 10-5. And that
indeed.
seems to be like totally overshadowed by everything else that happened this
I
Basho.
know he actually had a really good one, and no
He
one
did.
wants to talk about that. So,
Well, then he's your boy.
oh yeah, no, he did good. Yeah, no, it was obviously really cool to see him
Mhm,
have kind of a bit of a comeback. If I mean, no,
mhm.
not necessarily that it is a comeback, but it was nice to see him kind of step up and actually have some really good matches this Basho in general. So I think his Ozeki future remains strong. I don't really ever see him going past that personally.
Mhm.
I in this new world of everyone in the world was going to be Yokozuna. I don't see. I just don't really see it. I don't
Mhm.
think it's gonna. I don't think he'll go there. But I do think he's gonna be a solid Ozeki for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, and at least this is some indication that he's in a better place physically. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
No, I agree that overall Sus. I definitely think he's going to be you can call it like a gatekeeper of the upper ranks
Mhm.
for the long haul. He's not losing to scrubs. He's losing to guys who are really sharp at at near the at or near the top, or are maybe they're lower ranked wrestlers, but they get some scalps every now and then. So he's doing well. So yeah, he had a
Agreed.
tournament. Hoshoryu, decent tournament, but
Yeah.
with Ono Sato out, and Aonishiki kind of falling by the wayside. Really, it became Hosho used to lose. You think as a Yokozuna in that setting, it's like, all right, man, like this is the best chance you've had in a while to bring home the title.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
so he's still. I mean, Jun Yusho's good, 11-4, but man, it would have been nice for him to win one.
I
So
know. I feel like he's a little overdue for it. It's kind of a shame. And then yeah, I mean, obviously we have the Ionishki fall from grace.
mhm.
Not only very much not making Yokozuna, but then also not even making a winning record,
Yeah. Well,
which
it
is
turns
pretty
out
wild.
he has a broken toe, broken
Oh,
big toe.
always the toes. It's always the toes.
Yeah,
Um,
which if makes sense. If it looked like his fighting style was different. He was
it did feel
before
different.
we talked about how he gets really low. That's really
Yeah.
what he tries to do is get low, keep that center of gravity low, get under,
Hmm.
like from his wrestling background. But he was standing up a lot more. I think that's probably changing
Yeah.
his center of gravity, so not as much stress would be on that toe, and that's what led to
Right.
a lot of losses. And trying to do more orthodox style of sumo, which
Yeah. Yeah.
he's still really strong, but he's going up against guys who's that's also their brand of sumo as well. So he's it's not that they some people are like, oh, they got Aonishiki figured out, which I don't think they do. He was just nursing through a
No.
bad injury and trying to get through it all.
But it does bring up a good. I think it's a really good point that he definitely has a very unique style of sumo, and I mean I wouldn't go as far as to call it gimmicky. I definitely wouldn't say
Mm-hmm.
that, but he definitely fights different than majority of the field out there, and
Mm-hmm.
so it is only a matter of time before people start to train against him and figure out more of his moves. But then one can hope he recovers from this quickly, and then he can just get back to being the badass that he is.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, this is his seventh top division tournament, and his first ever time not hitting double digits. So that's pretty dramatic.
They're saying he's
Again,
washed.
obviously, yeah, I'm saying it's a wash. No,
He's
obviously
retire now.
yeah, I retire him. Obviously, it's an injury thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I hopefully, I mean, toe seems at least on the scale of severity relatively low compared to like back or knees or shoulders or something. So
Yeah.
hopefully he can heal up and be good soon.
Yeah, and he is taking off the spring tour that is like going on right
Ah,
now. So very smart
wise
of him.
choice.
Whereas most other wrestlers just they stay quiet and just push through and break their bodies even more, and they go on these
This is
spring
true.
tours. Maybe this is just me projecting a little bit, but maybe it's because he has another background. He was a national ranked international competitor in
Mm,
wrestling beforehand, so maybe with his experience in, I guess we call like more Western style sports medicine of take off time when you need it for injuries. Well,
right.
I shouldn't even really say 'cause there's so many times when I was playing sports or just otherwise where it's like, oh, just push through the injury. But I don't know.
Right.
But what I'm saying is maybe since his background is not the sumo style of no matter what your injuries are, you're going to push through it. Um,
Right.
he's taking the time off of this tour. Ono Sato's taking time off of this tour as well. So both of them are resting. So that is good news for sumo
And this
fans.
is good news. This is good news. I mean,
Yeah.
we want to see them all. We want to see all the
Mhm.
boys back. So, yeah, hopefully they take the next. I mean, it's just so crazy. It's like I feel like it's already time for the next tournament. Like
It
it's just
is.
like
Well, good. Because we've had some busy weeks, and then also like you're traveling in less than 10 days, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I am
So
indeed.
Pat's going to be
Uh,
in Japan in 10 days. I'm going to be there 3 weeks from. I leave 3 weeks from Wednesday.
yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, we're going to be there for that. So yeah, time's coming up quick, and so that's why I
Yep.
wanted to get this out.
I'm glad we did,
Yeah,
and we will be on the grounds, getting the pulse of the people.
all around
Um,
Japan. We're not just going to be in Tokyo. We're going to be interviewing people on the street everywhere.
Yeah, it's just going to be
Maybe.
thousands of interviews, too
Hmm.
many, really. And we're going to be having all the updates. But
Yes.
no, but in reality, we are going, and hopefully, we'll be going to the tournament if we can
Yeah.
somehow get tickets that are not thousands of dollars.
But anyway, back to the Basho.
Yeah,
One of the overall themes that some folks talked about was, I mean, obviously this Basho was kind of unexpected, not just the Kirishima win, but the with the Aonishiki losing record, but overall with Kirishima winning it on day 14, um, some folks think, it's kind of an off Basho, kind of, it's not as exciting.
right.
And sure, maybe it's that slightly true, but the way I see it is actually, for me, the way I see it more is it makes me appreciate the setting we're in now, where there's 3 to 5 guys who could win it any one of these boss shows. Like that, it's going down to the day 15. We've had a number of playoffs over the last year. Like it just
Yeah,
shows how competitive it is at the top versus when Hakuho was around, when Terunofuji was around, it was
right. He's
expected that those
dominating
guys were
things.
going to
Yeah,
dominate it. And they usually had it sealed up by day 13, 14, or often, I shouldn't say usually, often. Like when we were there, uh, we like Terunofuji won on the day we went, like sealed the deal,
right.
and we weren't even there on the last day. So
That's
just
true.
makes me
Yeah.
appreciate the era that we are in right now more. I guess I
No,
should say.
I totally agree. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even since we've been kind of following it and doing this podcast, it's pretty rare that we have someone who's like solidified victory out of like the second to last day.
Mm-hmm.
Like even I would say three like the third to last day. Like even there, it's pretty unusual that we have someone
Yeah.
who's like taking a commanding lead. In fact, it's pretty unusual. So I agree. No, it's a very exciting time. There's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
I can't even keep track of it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of downs, one of the downs is that Chiyomaru has retired, and he was one. Yeah,
Yomaru.
if you just want to do a quick Google for him he is, of his royal roundness, one of the most well-known bellies in sumo. Um,
Legendary belly. Absolutely
yeah,
legendary.
once you see him, you can't, not like, oh, you can't unsee. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he is.
You can't forget it.
No, you can't forget it. He's a very unique body type, and that's not. I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, not at all.
There's a number of others who are lower ranking guys who are retiring, but yeah, so he will be missed.
It's always kind of a sad. I mean, it is sad, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like also don't really know how these guys do it as long as they do it. To be honest, some of
Yeah,
these it's like yeah. Well, maybe we'll get a massive weight loss transformation like we have for some of the other wrestlers as of late. Who knows?
maybe. And Hidenumi is retiring as well. Also,
That's another
another
big one.
well-known Makuchi wrestler, Hidenumi. So, yeah, it's a tough time. Wish them all the best in their post-sumo careers and lives, whatever they do. So, good
Let's
luck.
see.
If you guys are watching this now, we wish you the best.
You guys are great.
Big fans. Come on the show.
You never know.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else before we touched on fantasy?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much covers the previous boss show.
Yeah.
Except the
All right.
fantasy.
So to go over the teams again, I
Oh
had
God, I once again completely forgotten as
Eo
usual.
Nishiki, Yoshino Fuji, Gono Yama, who had a hell of a tournament,
Yeah, I don't know how you predicted that one.
Asaha Koryu, and Kirishima. That was my team.
Oh God,
You had Atami Fuji, also had a great tournament. He did
he did
really
have a
did
he did
really
have a really
well.
nice tournament. He did. He
I,
did.
I really like. I'll touch on it real quick. I really like where he's heading. I think he's
It's
only what, like 23, I think.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Um,
I mean, he
yeah, he
almost won
turns
the last
24. He turns
tournament, and
24
then
later this year. But yeah,
he's had three winning records in a row now. So
yeah, 9-6. So he did well at Komosubi. So glad to see him winning
yeah,
record in Sanyaku.
Very much
Then
agreed.
you had Fujinokawa, who did all right.
Mm-hmm.
Toki
Mm-hmm.
Hayate and Oshumi, both of whom were 5-10, and then Kota Sakura. So
I don't
finished
think I've won this in like at
a
least a
year.
year.
No, you haven't won since I think like November 2024, and that streak continues because
I'm not sure why I even do this, to be honest, because I just apparently it's not possible for me to pick the right
I
wrestlers.
finished with 48 points, and you finished with 40. So
Yeah,
I just want to
I'm a,
thank I
I'm
just
a
want to thank
blowout.
my coach. I want to thank the fans
What? What's your
for
coach's name?
um, I'm just going to keep doing my brand of sumo fantasy and
Mm.
keep bringing home the trophy. Um, so you're really backlogged on giving me things for winning.
We'll get there
You should just
eventually.
pay. You should just pay for my whole Japan trip. It's probably cheaper.
Okay, yeah, I'll just cover the whole
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll send
that's
you the
perfect.
bill.
Okay,
But
thank yeah the bill.
yeah. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you
I
got?
mean, I think that's it. Like I said, we're pretty excited about going being there on the ground, and like we're hoping to do another kind of like BTS video. And all joking aside, we are looking to hopefully maybe do some interviews with people at the boss shows to get
Mm-hmm.
some people like find some English speakers there and kind of get their take on what their I actually would love to hear what people's situations have been in terms of getting there themselves and how they got
Yeah.
tickets and how they're what they feel about it and what their thoughts on it are. So that is the plan. We'll see how it all progresses, but in the
Yeah.
meantime, yeah, really,
I,
really looking.
it'd be great to find some English speakers. I'd also love to talk to the tourists and see what
Yeah,
they know since sumo is getting been more popular. See, you know, if there are other Western tourists who are know it or just like, oh, we're because I think when we went 3 years ago, there was a bunch of Americans sitting. There were some Americans sitting in front of us, and like were they like German or Dutch sitting next to us.
yeah, that's
But either
right.
way,
Yeah,
none of them knew anything about sumo going into it, and they got these tickets
no,
like through travel agents and stuff. So, really curious to see if there are others who are fans going to
yeah,
these things.
yeah,
So I think
totally
right
agree.
now, when we were looking at the days we were looking at going, hold my camera's in the way of my.
Oh, that's okay.
What
We
is
were
it? That
looking at the 20th and the 21st, I
yeah. So
believe, perhaps.
day 11
That
and
would be
12, 11 and
yeah,
12, day
yeah,
11
yeah.
and 12. So if you guys are going, um, keep an eye out for us.
And what is there on May 20th or 21st?
Yeah,
Find us.
we should be there.
We
Given
be there.
we'll be there. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good day.
See you next time.